He was real. He just was real about his connections to, well, his whole slogan of giving a crap just went straight to his life. And that made it easier to connect on what he was talking about.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I liked his question about not asking dumb questions, because we definitely all do that in our roles sometimes. And so it's nice to just make real connections with our teams.
And some of the questions he got us to ask, people we met today, I want to go and bring those to my one-on-ones with my team members and ask them the same thing, to really get them to open up and have those open-ended questions.
But for one reason or another, we didn't end up showing the care that we have for Ashlyn. Therefore, she didn't feel like she belonged to our organization. Unfortunately, 69% of all people that leave jobs don't feel like they're appreciated or belong to their organization.
80-20, go higher. 100 and 0, not quite that high, right? 90-10, a touch lower than that. 85-15, 85-15. 85% of your success is going to be based upon your ability to get along with people.
He was great. Really, really inspiring speech. Bring them up.
He's straightforward. He's sincere, and you can tell that everything he's talking about is really coming from the heart.
I'd take some time to create a memo to celebrate an accomplishment of one of our staff members. I'd go out and buy gift cards. I'd get coffee. I do all sorts of different things in order to show a crap to my staff. And this one little trick, this one little tool started to transform the entire culture of our school. So I ask you all right now, who do you need to give more of a crap to?
Getting 4 of them today. Here's what the components are. The first one is care. If you don't care about your people, doesn't matter, just give up leadership right now. It's over. Because we know, just like the saying goes, I don't care how much you know until I know how much you what? Care, absolutely. So it starts with care. The second component of this is what we've been talking about, is the idea of connecting. Can we use our heads and start connecting better, asking better questions, listening more intently? Can we start doing those things a little bit better? The third component is collaboration. What can we do to collaborate? Now, collaboration can mean a lot of things. If you're at a certain venue, you probably got to collaborate on food stuff and kitchen work and what's happening on the floor and people coming and going and the hotel reservations. There's so many different things to collaborate on. Cool, I get that. That's needed. That's not leadership. Leadership is collaborating with people on their growth and their development. Like, what can we do to help them grow and to help them develop? That's collaboration. And the final piece here is courage. If leadership were easy, everybody would be doing it, but it's not. It requires us to ask deeper questions. It requires us to give feedback to people that might not be the most friendly thing to do, right? It requires us to make decisions. And because of those things, a lot of us back up from leadership and don't actually have an impact on people's lives because we're not willing to take those steps.
Yeah, he was great. I think that I feel inspired. I can't wait to go do those things.
It's going to be the culture you create. Do they feel like they belong? And the unfortunate truth of this is, a lot of people don't. Right before COVID, they asked 3,000 people all across America one question. When's the last time somebody gave a crap about you? When's the last time you've been appreciated at work? The answer to that, 65% of the people said nothing in the last 12 months. I've received 0 crap in 12 months. That's not right. It's not fair. Let's hope it's different for you. In fact, let's make this personal. Turn to your partner, the person sitting next to you, and explain to them, when's the last time you've received crap and what did that look like? When's the last time somebody celebrated, recognized, appreciated, appraised you professionally, and what did that look like? 1 minute, 27 seconds. Go.
In chapter 2 of this book, John Maxwell defines leadership as this. He says, leadership is influence. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'm curious, can I get 2 emotions from this side? Give me an emotion. What do you feel when you're stuck? Frustrated. What else? Annoyed. Oh, I like that one. Annoyed, right? 2 emotions from the middle. What do we got? Disappointment. What else? In the back. Frustration? Lack of energy, right? Okay. What do we got? A couple emotions over here. Anxiety and? Anger. Oh, anger. Yes. Some of you are speaking like you're in this moment right now.
So I wrote down a lot of to-dos for me when I get back.
I thought that was great. I learned to give a crap.
Engaging for sure.
It went by so fast I didn't realize.
So we need more time.
Yeah.
But understand, this is a superficial relationship, meaning that there's no influence. So if they do what you ask them to do, it's only because they're a nice person. It's not because you have influence with them. The second degree of connection is this business connection. So when we do go out and grab that drink together, we're going to talk and talk and talk and talk about work. It's all work related, all business related, and not much personal. There is some influence with this. It's better than the first one, but it's not as good as a third degree of relationships. And that's this idea of personal relationships, right? When we're getting it down to the personal, where we understand the answers to 3 questions. What do you dream about? What do you sing about? And what do you cry about?
Not only do we need to ask smart questions, but we need to get better at listening. Imagine if we, from today, if this conference, we go out of here and we just permit the pause with other people we're interacting with. What would that do to your spouse relationships, to your relationship with kids, to your coworker relationships, to those that you lead? How much better a listener could we get if we simply allowed 3 seconds of pause to go by? So before we move on to our next tool, I want us to practice this. Here's what we're going to do.
Yeah, Jason was great. How to cultivate growth. It's good to get other people's perspective on things. He had a lot of energy.
Yes, it was wonderful. All the important personable stuff.
Yeah, it was great.
Kind of funny.
It was probably the best keynote I think I've seen in a really long time. Funny. I think he really connected with the audience, which was great.
If you truly care about your people, right, you really want to give a crap and you're looking for opportunities to be able to give a crap. If you're developing that personal relationship, right, that connection on a deep personal level, if you're trying to focus on where people's geniuses are at, what's going to happen is you're going to have like impressions or thoughts or ideas that will come to your mind. Your gut will start talking to you and start telling you things that you should do. You're walking across a manufacturing floor and you think, gosh, I should go tell John thanks for pulling some overtime hours. And the trick is, though, is if we don't act on those they just kind of leave, right? They just kind of leave. They're just moments. I call them moments of impact, right? They're just these little things that come up, little thing and little thing and little thing and little thing. And if you're serious about becoming a person of influence, you're gonna feel a lot of these things.
I loved it. It was just eye-opening.
Very outgoing, very inspirational.
He was awesome, man. He was great.
Excellent.
It was wonderful.
He's got some really great ideas. I think everybody in the room really could relate to what he had to say.
Terrific.
Was terrific, yes.
Great energy.
Yeah, easy to listen to. Didn't get bored.
Absolutely.
Which is huge for that long.
We need to keep the energy up. We need to keep changing. Excellent message.